So this section is the simple lens. And I kid you not, complex sales does not have to be complicated. It's actually really, really simple. And I'll show you a few quotes from people who use this. But basically, if you eternalize this simple lens and use it in every moment, you are going to be a top percent salesperson overnight. It's as simple as that. And we're gonna go over it in this video. And then after you listen to it, I want you to apply this simple lens to a few of your deals or customer development. And then when we have our Q&A, we'll be workshopping just how well people have applied the lens and fine-tuning how you use it. So this is going to be a really quick, no BS review of what they are. It's going to bring up a lot of questions. You might not have fully grasped the power in its simplicity, but that will come as you start to see it being applied to different companies, different moments in meetings. And I'm telling you, it's super, super simple. So let's give it a shot. So I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm doing kind of a modified version, but here's the ambitious goal for this module. Okay. First, by the end of this, I want you to have committed to asking the 3W questions whenever you're engaging with prospects. Okay. Especially during discovery. Okay, we're going to learn this in a minute, but the whole concept of the simple lens and the 3Ws, which you'll learn in a moment, is don't waste time. And so you want to use the 3Ws early and often. Okay? Then when you start using it, you're going to then use it not just in the beginning of a meeting, not just with one person, go, okay, we understand this prospect. We're good. Now we can move on. No, you're going to map out the account, the entire account by the 3Ws. Okay? So you're just going to start mapping out the buyer journey by each person that's involved, their role, and what are their unique 3Ws. Then the other ambitious goal is to start using the 3W language when you do status updates. So when you start talking about deals, whether it's to yourself or to the sales team or the founding team, you really want to be precise in how you talk about deals. So that's basically using the 3Ws when you're giving a status update. And what you're going to find is one of the biggest issues of sales is you get into all these stories. And stories take a long time to tell about each deal. When really, if you're using first principles and a simple lens, you can talk about a deal very concisely, and the person you're talking to can actually get enough context to help impact that deal without having to waste a lot of time with these back and forth questions. And the last one is when you're in meetings throughout the entire sales cycle, you're going to constantly be circling the 3Ws to confirm what you heard and what you believe is right, to clarify where you're not right, and to challenge if things have changed so that you can then update what the 3Ws are. And so this is this idea of constantly circling. In sales, it's not just about outcomes, it's about behavior. And so the first goal is to commit 100% to behaviors of constantly trying to dig for the 3Ws, as well as confirming and clarifying them and being mindful of when things have changed where you're going to have to update them. Once you do that, you might not be good at getting it, but it's going to change everything. And then as you start to push up against your edge of being comfortable with asking the 3Ws, once you start to push up against your skill set and you start to become competent in asking and getting the answers to the 3W questions, you are going to start to see that the outcomes just follow. And it's deceivingly simple. We're going to get into what the 3Ws are, but it's deceivingly simple. But, just like a big, if you picture a professor, MIT standing on a big chalkboard, has this big mathematical proof, and then it comes out E equals MC squared. That's essentially the three W's. And so today we're not going to go into all the theory, but it's about really committing to putting on this simple lens of the three W's and not taking them off ever. And we'll get more to that in a minute.